exciting prospect. They'll kick things off on the attack.
Yeah, we expect a lot from FUT looking at their history in this region. MrFaliN as well, being around the scene. I mean, it's been more than 5 years since his first official. Leading this squad, some youngsters alongside him, and a team like FUT always had their ear to the ground for new talent. This pistol round starting out with blows traded for each team. Good stun forces a player back. Baha holding on to control the backside, but KROSTALY's gone down. There's trouble brewing as the Astra up close surrounded as a bit of backup from far away, and it will be the trade for MrFaliN. But Zeus, the one left to carry the match.
Then he was a consistent, across the region.
It's a team that needs to find their identity, and I think early
Didn't really see too much more. For Mates though, an early deficit. But they do still have 4 guns to play with here.
I like that from Zeus. He's delaying them a bit with the stun, but the second barrage of util to come through. Flash dodge to start, but the drone catches him, and in the corner he has nowhere to go. Nice shutdown by Minny, good utility, and that's gotten Mates a foothold here on the A side. But not just that, look at the position that they've left GLYPH with. He's got a huge opportunity to play this late flank through mid.
Yeah, the rest of the team can almost just sit back, wait for him to try and make a move. They've got available util to delay. That star being put into place to try and make things awkward, and already additional utility bouncing in just to slow them even further. That lurk coming in from behind is going to make things difficult. They're fighting on a front to clear our main. Baha's done well, but then GLYPH strikes from the back line, leaving yetujey with no chance. There's not enough time for him to try and fight this one back. A beautiful post-plant play from Mates, and a 3rd round, a bonus under their belt.
Gotta like that.
It might also just signal a change. He was never really the guy to pick up the operator.
Yep.
But he's not going to be in the right place at the right time. Early sprint in when you have the Hunter's Fury, the double dive. As said, it becomes deadly. Can get him with pace, but they managed to dodge it on the defense. At least for the early fights and well for Baha. It has not gone well.
You are divided.
For the remainder, you almost have to question the save already, but with Zeus finding one, that might make things a little bit more interesting. This post plant though, Mitch, is going to be tough to break.
Yeah, I mean, simply put, they just fell apart on the gunplay, and it's left foot now with a big hill to climb back up to get into this game. Marteen has a way out, so he's sticking around, trying to be a headache. The gate crash will be taken into the open though. Oh, that's a freebie given back, and there's still a bit of time on this clock. FUT could get on that spike, and they will indeed. Now putting the pressure on, dragging them into fights where Zeus is able to take down GLYPH, but the molly buys a little bit more time. Mates running the clock down. Minny's going to catch one, and they need that defuse to be started. They need it to be stuck, and it might just... He's back, baby. And we have high expectations for any roster led by him, but MrFaliN, he'll be leading absolutely nothing. Taken down early on, that stun, maybe not ideal. But Baha manages to slip around that double. Let's breathe life back into this FUT roster.
I have the spike.
But just as quickly, they're put back into a 3v2.
This will get bipo his ult online as well.
Spike planted.
Set him up nicely for the post plant with the convergence path, and just using the area, it's not something we mentioned. Not ideal. They're being closed in on as well. KROSTALY is going to get that information. In fact, he's going to get ulted. The counter stun in the instant one tap. A crazy shot to land it. Saturates that end up almost hitting the person themselves. And guess what? It's looking like an A hit again.
Seems like there's definitely a favorite. That's a very deep orbital strike going to be put into play. The site will be claimed, but they're looking for a little bit more. Mates inside the smoke. And it will be Zeus that comes under pressure if they decide to flash out. There's the pop, but they haven't caught Zeus. He's good to fire from the side and take a double. A leg up for FUT as they look to reclaim the site, and Mates, they step forward, taking an even more aggressive stance. Smoke up top gives bipo the cover. He's on the corner. He'll be taken out of it by Zeus. It's just running through this side, and ace
guy that we expected. Like when he first came into the team, he was just nuts. Like you could see why FUT had built the roster around him. Last year, I do feel like parts of that went missing. Seen it being in the roster, more utility was put into that sort of like early rounds, but it's very, very direct.
Yeah, the cam is there to cover that mid walk through as well as give it a bit more passive info. On site now, yetujey found one in the cage, but doesn't manage to get the kill with Marteen flying under the radar down below. Good flash. It's caught KROSTALY, and he'll easily be taken out from afar. GLYPH helping out in that one. As Mates find a flawless execute over this site. A bit of damage from shock darts is
a lot of damage.
That they have to
again, just a small mistake or two. I think Martin
30
decisive.
seconds left.
Sending a bit of util, holding players into that B site. They're going to then try and fake into A. There's only going to be one man there. But that one man has been enough. No! Just pulls out his knife. The timing couldn't be any better. Yetujey's still going to win versus bipo. And it is going to be more of a retake scenario once
Spike
again.
planted.
But for FUT, they don't mind that.
It's been looking good, but the problem is usually they've had players to contain that aggression in towards the spawn. Think about Zeus hiding in the close right corner if Glyph was to round into spawn. Now, this time they don't have that, and so it's going to take a little bit more time in going for the re-clears, and there's a risk that they're set up a little bit more advanced than you're ready for. Luckily, though, Mates are just sitting on the site. They're going to be vulnerable to a burst of util coming through, but there's nothing left to work with, so they got to just run it down, run into the fights, and, well, Mates very quick to pounce on the back of that, leaving MrFaliN alone. And yeah, the retake's certainly not looking so easy without an ace on a rifle running it back through.
Yeah, it does turn out when Zeus is dead, things become a little bit more difficult, but
He's wrapped up through middle, got in this position, but they're ready for it. They know something isn't right with this. I mean, for Minny, when does he go? What's his timing?
I think he's
45
just waiting for them to come through the door.
Yeah, for the rotation. Once that B side is hit, once a bit of noise is made, but you've still got one waiting outside A. Spike coming back in that direction. Is this going to be another B fake into A hit?
Yeah, it is.
It worked before, but FUT still have 3 players here this time.
I don't think they'd expect
30
anybody to
seconds
be
left.
this deep. Now, will this start the rotation? You can hear. And Minny's just waiting. He's hoping that he gets steps to give away the game. Instead, it hasn't been the case, but there's the timing. Strikes perfectly, takes down one, and sure, on the other side of the map, they managed to win a fight, but that spike will go down with seconds to spare. A 2v3 retake and economy on the line. Decisions need to be made for FUT, and they have no idea that marteen is still just waiting. In fact, again, patient stuff, but the thing is, they can now just bait rotations. Like, FUT aren't going to overcommit here because they've been bitten so many times. The drone, well, that's going to give the game away. It is only a trade, though, and actually this time Zeus catches not only one, but also the spike.
That's certainly going to be a problem. Man advantage for the defense. They haven't wrapped through mid, playing it super cautious and waiting for the Cosmic Divide to come in, but Minny stepped ahead of it, able to catch MrFaliN over towards the B site. This is the problem. Yetujey. He's got to wait for some backup to break through that Cosmic Divide.
Ready.
With Orb, though, yeah, now they don't have to take that big risk of walking through the wall
The problem
blind.
is
They
the
can
time.
take the spike, but with no gate crash to go back, they've got to plant on this B site.
Yeah, they've realized they don't have time for it. The idea was nice, but unfortunately, with 15 seconds left, Minny's got to have to go through this smoke, and yeah, it's not bad, but he's got to try and kill everybody now, and there just isn't enough. Like, the fact that it did feel like they were in control for the majority, and that it took some individual brilliance to really bring things back for such a new roster without that same sort of core as the other side. Pistol round can make all the difference. It could see them further away, but FUT have already managed to get in there. Saying that, though, Zeus has been caught. An early advantage for Mates.
Mates have their target here. They know that the majority of the players are on the site, but Yetujey's isolated. They need to deal with him up top as the drop comes in. MrFaliN able to deal the damage! It's a triple for the leader! A headshot on the Glyph, finishing him off! And the ace for MrFaliN! Almost as impressive as the one he put up last year, and you know what? He's got plenty of time to build on that. What a start to his year!
He always takes the guns that I believe okay, or that gun's bad, and then just aces with it. Like, especially from the fact that, like, half of those he did with just one clip of the gun. That was so unbelievably clean. Whoa. What's that? They've got 6 rounds and 2 aces. Very awkward. It's something that they have to go through. And in fact, Minny's just now starting to spam utilities, thinking, well, you know what? There's only 15 seconds left on the clock. If they're going to move, I want them to have the most awkward time possible. 10 seconds as they now run in towards the blender. And, well, it's safe to say FUT were not expecting that much utility that
See if
late.
they can make it work, though, with rifles in hand, with the Hunter's Fury to start him with an early fight. Look for by bipo. He gets
Spike
one and gets
down
out, but
B.
Glyph not so lucky, and marteen's in the open. Plenty of guns to give him a safe avenue back out of the site. Look at the creep up by Yetujey, though, wasting no time in these moments.
Oh,
Footsie
he's gonna get
resistance
caught.
in one place, and they look to exploit the weakness of another, but smoke and mirrors, Mates changing. their front lines as the round goes on, as the seconds pass, and a 4v3 as a result.
Nowhere to run!
Well, there is that Hunter's Fury, but there's not that many people to fight alongside it anymore. MrFaliN almost has to try and just go for damage, and realistically, to pre-aim this angle, it's never going to happen. It's such
Watching mid from both the connector and deep into spawn. This is the whole team essentially on the A site with GLYPH alone.
Okay.
He's going to be caught putting some of his util out. The smoke blooms, and so do the chances for the side of FUT as now a plant comes through. And everybody on Mates miles away.
Yeah.
So much space to clear and a snake in the grass in the form of Baha.
Need that back.
Yeah, this seems like a massive misread. Because originally I thought they were playing the retake, but evidently they weren't playing the retake because GLYPH goes pushing in. That kill for free, though, is definitely going to help them out a little bit. Astra gone, some of the post plant gone. A lot of aggressive positions for them to fight in as well, and they're losing those battles. A surprise position from yetujey, clearly not enough of a surprise. And Minny's just winning every single fight. Just let this man!
He's just doing it all. He's too good, man.
Oh, but this time, it's marteen. Oh,
That's not quite landed where it was supposed to. And on the map, you might be able to tell, but you're not going to be 100% certain if it's got the info or not. Up goes Baha, taking advantage of that space that was left open, but now it's been given away. The shock dart's dangerous. Baha surviving and wrapping around as MrFaliN becomes the focal point. A shot landed on the side, and a plant could be found. Looks like they're going to try to commit it as MrFaliN covers from the side. The plant comes through, but it's two men. Their position's known. Their backs against the wall, and now just one who's standing soon. You'd imagine to be falling, and the shot from Minny. The B side's been left wide open, and you think, why is that? Well, look, it's nice to get aggressive with that waylay ult, but it's even nicer to play the retake and trap them all in there. Not only that, but
Uno reverse.
avoid a waylay ult on the other side. Mates have played this again perfectly.
Spike
It
planted.
depends. It depends how long.
Zeus didn't put the ult through,
Yeah, it depends how long he holds it. Because the longer he holds it, the more dangerous it gets. Yeah, he was expecting them to be further in by now, and unfortunately he was wrong. Now comes that counter. Nice use of the tail. Oh, and in fact, Minny's been caught by it. That's the danger man, and all the rest pushing in will fight.
Good deal in that last round. 4 in a row needed. Oh, it's messy. And that one's going to haunt yetujey.
Yeah, that could have been an easy opener. Instead, they now find themselves 2 players down. Mates ready to close their opponent's map choice. And oh, KROSTALY, he's found himself in an interesting position, but he's not really the guy you want to be making plays. He's got the spike. And MrFaliN is currently walking into the other side of the map, being set up to try and battle and brawl, maybe hoping to pull rotations. That's the goal. Can he make somebody move? But why would Mates gamble? There's literally not really any reason to. And while the second they tried to, Baha, I think, shoots just a little bit early. Now they have 3 players on the side of the map with the spike. KROSTALY, he needs to find something here, and he might just get it. The timing is ideal, but he needs all of them. 2 go down. Can he clear out Minny? That would be everything. He would take the side on his own. It has to be the ace, though, Mitch. His teammate has been lost, MrFaliN. And now one of the newbies, one of the rookies, going to try and do absolutely everything, but he can't. A very nice try, but it's Mates. Do it on the other side. And of course, for a raise, Yoru with marteen and bipo. Excited for that.
Oh, flash already out as an immediate push from Mates.
There you
Gives
go.
them back control of bottom
One
round.
enemy
Bipo,
remaining.
good to get a 3 pieces now. KROSTALY will be
Winnable.
left all alone. A 1 versus 2. He needed to win this. The last map to keep them alive had to be an ace. A little bit of an easier task this time on the pistols. Both opponents, no shields. A shot to the head going to be enough. This close. He's managed to slip behind that box, dodging the timings for now. Wherever he goes, it's just one player. The thing is, you don't want them to crunch you afterwards if they're able to group up, but with no information, KROSTALY doesn't know where to go, where to take this fight. 50 seconds, he's got plenty of time.
He was hoping someone would give the game away, and
To this
unfortunately,
level, and it's their chance to debut alongside minds like himself and Minny.
Hitting the brakes.
Duelists like marteen. That's not gone the way that they wanted it to, but hey, no punish.
yeah, the spike's going to be crossing over. It seems like almost more than happy to play the retake for the defensive side. Smoke's going back up. yetujey in the corner. It's a little bit of a gamble with that, how some of the weapons could just look to overwhelm. They've got that late lurk attempting to come through in the form of Baha.
Oh, the decoy's drawn the eye for that first fight. But it is Baha that can pull them back out of this.
There.
Mates rushing in, numbers by their side, but time, unbeknownst to them, is against them. The wrap finally cut down as the clock keeps on ticking. It is Baha inside of main, a 1v1, the defuse underway, now to half, but he'll land
some
this.
light shields. There is only one player with light shields though, so it's not going to be insta-kill, but still will be a lot of damage.
Yeah, especially with things like the grenade you've got to work with. It can be useful, but with yetujey already up in their face, they weren't ready for that kind of aggression to come out. yetujey's second is going to be found, and the pressure now sitting on the shoulders of those side players as Minny steps into elbow, helping out that side hold. Giving starxo a man by his side, but leaving GLYPH alone, perhaps the one to be isolated. As you can see, FUT looking deep into the spawn, looking for a battle on screens, maybe not even expecting a player to be this late to the party. GLYPH hasn't seen him, but it doesn't look like he's been seen, and in fact, it's the perfect position! Oh no! Baha's gotten away with a freebie, 50 seconds, spike down, and this round now looking doable.
This leaves a lot more issues in terms of angles, and there's been a few whiffs here and there, but a man who's not been whiffing all the way through the series is left up to Minny. He didn't win the last 1v1, but he will
Every
win this
single one in his head. 4-1.
Oh,
Deep push from bipo, and the showstopper lands, finds its mark on MrFaliN. And that early fight, well, they look to punish it on the attack side, but Mates had already given up the space. They are safely back, pushing down through mid as well. starxo's looking for a fight, and he's caught Baha. That's a massive duel for the side of Gentlemates, who seem to keep on compiling those advantages. One after another, finding its way into their hands, with yetujey, the man who had all eyes on him to start this out. Well, he has got another.
Not really any chance for a flank. They are just jump spotting. You can see how safe, how drilled Mates are looking to play this, and even going to add in a third man to the pile.
I have the spike.
Spike. Oh dear. Not going to showstopper. But it's getting to a point where that's worth using, and as of right now, Mates are giving them nothing. We're getting to the 30-second mark, and this will be the first point of contact, and as you can see, it's just going to be the escape showstopper actually being utilized. It's been popped, they've thrown it, and they've got a clear starxo on the side. Do they expect him to be it? They do. Nice work from yetujey. The shot gives them the sight, and I wonder if they now, yeah, there's the Viper's pit.
Spike planted.
You have to in this scenario, and now that's useless having an outlaw on the retake. These players going to be hiding inside that toxin. Nice shot by xeus as well. Jeez, how is this the round that they come in not just winning, but dominating in
I need to win this clutch, and then just the snake bite does the job. It's like, oh, nice, sweet, no pressure. Back him with the investment. Interesting that they actually have the operator and then the Viper's pit. Kind of skewed the vision of marteen, but even still, they managed to get the opener Minny under serious pressure, and actually they've just looked to try and bypass it. starxo quickly filling in the gaps, knows he needs to cover his teammate, or maybe he doesn't. bipo will claim both lives, and well, now the backup has arrived even a little. And it's going to be the same control being battled for. That's not the start they were looking for, though. That's Baha gone already, no Viper wall.
Oh, the deep play looking the wrong way in heavy traffic. bipo runs yetujey out of the round. A 5 versus 3 now. The numbers waning on that attacking side. I actually thought xeus was going to be
GLYPH still here.
pulled in, but he makes it around that corner towards the B site. Main not in their hands, nor is spawn. I mean, Mates have got full control to work with, and for FUT, after the plant, where did they go? For now, holding on to heaven control, but is that enough? They definitely won't go towards the spawn. Did someone think about safe haven inside of B main? Because it looks like that's the only thing left for FUT to take.
Oh, he's
they'll
waiting.
clear it, but GLYPH knows they'll want an angle to fight from. He gives them that space. He'll play the late game, and the timing is perfect. He's just now moving towards main, swinging wide, and he'll take down one. MrFaliN left alone.
Operator, actually a bonus operator purchase for starxo. He played duelist in the past, you know? Oh, did xeus see the barrel? No, he didn't. No, he didn't! Oh, it's such a small pixel, you can understand him missing it, but that is a crucial piece of information that has cost him his life.
I'll give you the silver lining. They've got a long timeout after this at the halftime, so time to emotionally recover. They're going to need a reset after that. Nade does damage. Sends players back and out of the round as Minny finds one, but that's all he gets. Up close, MrFaliN under the radar. Leaves starxo alone. 1 versus 2 as he finds a rifle. 19 shots loaded and ready to go. Squad like FUT. That is very much the start to the season that Mates were looking for so long.
Ooh, they've still got to be careful though. Moving into that attack side, and already xeus has claimed his first victim. I didn't expect him to swing that one, but he's done a little bit of additional damage, and now they look to try and walk in towards this A site. There are still multiple players here. He's just walked past.
Oh, Minny caught in the side. Numbers start to flood in, spike up close. starxo's got to wait for the numbers to back him up. The player stuck inside the smoke on 17 HP ain't going to be doing too much. It's GLYPH on the late wraparound. starxo picks his moment to strike! Himself and marteen have given them hope. marteen gets out as GLYPH goes in and left into the hands of xeus. A classic recovered, and the shots will
He
not
always gave me primary duelist
the
energy.
roll swap of dreams.
Yeah, why not?
Let's have it.
Cena played smokes.
It wouldn't be the craziest thing. Well, down goes yetujey. Yeah, I was just gonna say, doesn't want to stick around for all too long.
He's gonna. Is he gonna do it again? He is. He's gonna.
He hasn't got a refract. Surely not.
There he is.
Planted.
He's a madman. Absolute nutcase. Bear in mind, the other team are the ones with the low buy here. Completely unnecessary, but hey, got them an even bigger advantage. Risks taken, will they pay off? I thought marteen was about to double down.
Can't use that to concealment.
Instead, mad advantage stays. GLYPH would take a fight, but he's lost the battle, and this is not the gun you want. He doesn't have a nade, but if he throws the nade, then they know where he is, and then he has to try and dive in with a bucky while they're defusing. If he wins this, I think we just give up on the game.
So far, Mates have seemed stronger, and we've doubled the rounds on the board. It's no surprise they're favorites to close this one out.
Here we go. marteen's on an adventure. Oh, that's a very different adventure. Oh, he's taking his time, and maybe just trying to give him a full sense of hope. Still, early trade back. Spike going down, and just look at the position of bipo. Why would you even expect anybody to be here? Deep in control, now goes swinging back. I think he's even expecting xeus to be here, and he wins that fight as well.
This game is very quickly going.
Smoke as well.
It does look like it, yeah.
Unless he plays that afterwards. yetujey's also then just won a fight on a player flying through the air. Maybe they should just play the pistols. Maybe that was the thing that Bambino was really excited for. It's just how they play low by rounds. xeus has then managed to fly across and get one. This is one of the best rounds we may have seen from them thus far. They didn't even have weapons half the time. They've blocked each other. That's not great.
Please don't throw.
I'm nervous. starxo should be dead from heaven, all right?
He has to be.
They've got the spike, so they don't even need to face him at all, but I guess for the player on site, it would be nice to sort of bail him out a little bit. But he's been able to escape, so there really isn't any reason for an angle to be given over to starxo.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm worried about, though. 40 seconds. KROSTALY's in a 1v1, 60 HP. If that corner's cleared by starxo,
it's not.
Very, very close. But he looked away at just the right moment. Giving KROSTALY the kill and giving Minny a near impossible task. He has been unbelievable so far, but this has to be where the legend ends.
They just win. There we go, smoke going. Okay, he did at least see him. He didn't see his head. Would get them. I'm gonna guess the showstopper. They could go for the Cosmic Divide, but I'm hoping they don't.
Well, it's not the orb. It's a straight-up fight that gets the showstopper online, but bipo's already gone. This is getting worrying.
This is like Cage Valorant.
A 4 versus 3. Rifles recovered for Gentlemates. Heaven controlled, held onto by Minny. And now FUT with an operator and an ultimate on yetujey. They're walking forward, Tom. I don't know why they're walking forward, but it looked like they want to send that op in. At least yetujey leaves and carries it forward. They've got credits. They can afford to throw one rifle away here to try to do damage, but even then, I mean, Mates, they've got the money, especially with this being a low buy round. It's not much point in throwing the rifle away.
This round definitely has not gone to plan. A lot of individual fights won. A Stinger able to get far more value than it maybe should have done. And for Mates, yeah, this is the thing. They're completely unfazed by
almost all their games
They already did it in the last match.
last year. Remember the last stage Mates played in? They started out against FUT and they lost. Now a chance for revenge for the banner at least. More so than the banner men. 6 chances to close this out and a 4v4 to start it off. 1:15 on the clock, and Mates decide after early A hit that they are going to take this all the way around
spawn. But there's no way they did that. Why would they go through the spawn?
If they shift walk through the spawn, because I'd hear them otherwise.
What lunatics would just walk
30 seconds
through the
left.
spawn for the entirety of the round? Guys, have you seen anything on A? Have you seen? I'll put another smoke down, guys. I'll put smoke down. If they go through the smoke now, we're ready. They think they've got us, but I've got them. Guys, the spike got planted on B.
And see, here's the problem. Even now you go, well, MrFaliN could get behind B main so early, right? Well,
Yeah, look at GLYPH.
if you're gentle mates, you think that they'll push mid. You don't think it's the B player coming back. You think it's the mid guy getting ahead of it. And instead, he's getting his head ripped off. Really nice play by GLYPH again, standing in the same corner. There is another player coming though. Yetujey is so damn late, but it gives him a chance to catch them off guard if there's anybody left for him to back up. He is so late at this point, and now he's being spotted because there's 4 players left. Mates covering every angle, winning every fight, and they